You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for March 31st through April 4th. We are going to talk about that horrific car crash, a Monica memorial, and Drew getting betrayed, which he absolutely deserves, right? It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button, and let's get started with the good stuff coming on Monday, March 31st, which is season 62, episode 140. So Lucky is desperate to get to Elizabeth at the crash site, and paramedics are there saying that they're doing what they can. She was in the car with Rick, and of course, brakes went out. As we had talked about, Christina has done this, and she's going to be facing some big consequences. Mac talks to Anna on Monday, and however she's feeling, he thinks what he has in a PCPD file is going to change her mind, and I wonder if it might be the forensics report on Rick's brake lines being cut. Jason and Sonny are up in Toronto dealing with the hitman, trying to get the info out of him about who hired him, and then their plans get thwarted. So I don't know if he gets away. Maybe somebody kills the guy before they can get answers, but Sonny tries to reassure Jason that the trail they're on may not be cold just yet. Molly gets terribly devastating news, obviously, that her dad Rick was in a really bad car crash. And Kai confides in Trina. I'm guessing he's going to tell her about the experimental surgery that Drew offered to cover the cost of. Emma and Anna have a bonding moment as they are sitting in protest at the crypt. Anna was going to use the bolt cutters and undo their chains and just arrest them because the court order seemed valid. We'll see how it goes. Drew feels betrayed, which is why I think that court order may not be obeyed, but we'll find out. And he is angry and telling someone on the phone that they better get it done, and he doesn't care how they do it. And Molly and Cody are at Charlie's pub, and she wonders if it's a good idea for him to be there. Remember, he was arrested there for punching Lucky a while back, which was kind of how he and Molly started to get to know each other. Tuesday, April 1st, it'll be April Fool's Day, and it's a special episode, season 62, episode 141. So General Hospital is opening the Dr. Monica Quartermaine Cardiac Care Center. If you don't remember, Leslie Charleson's character, Dr. Monica, is a cardiologist. So everybody in town is going to come together, and this is going to honor the 62nd anniversary of GH and also the enduring legacy of Leslie Charleson's character that we love. Frank Valentini said in an interview that there is more of a tribute to come for Monica, because at this point, the character is alive. Obviously, she won't be at her own tribute. Frank said the opportunity presented itself that we could have the anniversary of the hospital be the same as the anniversary of the show. He called it a little meta. And then he said having General Hospital having a reason to celebrate was great. And that's how they came up with the idea for a new wing for Monica, which they say is supposed to be a really nice set. So with this cardiac wing opening on Tuesday, April 1st, I wonder if Sonny is going to be one of its first customers, since Christina is probably going to push him into a coronary at this point. Wednesday, April 2nd, season 62, episode 142. Carly and Brennan are in agreement. They are on the same page. Looks like they both want to stick with this thing they started, and he's not going to be a player, and she's going to try and trust him. We'll see. Jason won't like it, but that's all right. Maxie prods Lucas on Wednesday. I think she's going to be nagging him about reaching out to sexy Marco, who, of course, we want to see in town soon. Looks like Natalia is his mother. Now, I've heard some chatter that Sidwell is his dad. That remains to be seen. We haven't seen a whole lot of Sidwell, period. Laura and Sonny have a meal together. Jordan doesn't like their closeness and thinks that it's not a good look for a mayor. I tend to agree, but Laura and Sonny have been friends for a long time. So we'll see if that affects her political future. Diane has a job interview with somebody. She's not interviewing for a job. Someone's interviewing with her. And I don't know if it's another attorney. It'd be kind of funny if they were considering bringing Ric in with them, since he and Alexis have been getting along better, but I don't think it's going to be that, since Ric's probably still in the hospital at this point. Maybe it's going to be Anna's granddaughter, Emma, since she seems to be a little social justice warrior. Sasha warns someone on Wednesday. Could be Willow, Drew, Tracy. We'll see. Then on Thursday, April 3rd, episode 143 of the current season, we have Jocelyn suspicious, and maybe it's her trainer guy, Vaughn, maybe it's Brennan. Carly has some questions for Lucas on Thursday. Could be about Marco, Brad, we'll see. And Sasha and Jason share a moment that's kind of warm and tender. Is this step one towards a romance? We'll see. And Natalia argues with Sidwell. Hopefully we'll find out more about their marriage and history, since her kid Marco is coming to town and might be his kid, might even be working with him or for him. And Portia lays down the law on Thursday. Sounds like she might be pushing back on someone. Maybe it's going to be Drew. We're going to wrap up next week on Friday, April 4th, episode 144 of season 62. Jason and Carly are in a little rough patch as friends, and they are having to navigate their way around some minefields. And of course, Jason is lying to her about the baby. She thinks the baby is his, and that's an issue because it's Michael's and it's her grandkid. And of course, Carly is seeing Jack Brennan and doesn't plan to stop, and that is rubbing Jason all kinds of the wrong way. So messy, messy stuff. Ava gets shocking info on Friday, and I believe it is that the brakes were cut and Christina was spotted in the garage. Maybe it's a little wake-up call that she was the one meant to be in this terrible car crash. Kai and Trina get interrupted. Maybe they were canoodling. And Curtis and Drew are back at it, trading accusations and insults next week as it winds down. And Jocelyn is going to learn her fate on Friday the 4th. She's going to find out if she passed everything and if she will be a full-fledged WSB agent or if she flunked out of spy school. And by the way, James Patrick Stewart is gone. They have sent Valentine Cassadine to Steinmauer prison, but other people have broken out of there, Liesl Obrecht among many. And James Patrick said he'd be happy to come back at some point, but he also has a busy dance card as an actor, so we'll see how that goes.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.